Yo, what's going on, guys? Parker here, and we are back, of course, with the daily top 3 NBA Prize Picks plays for the day. And before we get into this video, do me a favor, guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel down below, as we just hit 1,000 subscribers today. But subscribe down below, as we are now on the road to 2,000 subscribers. You know, I'm trying to make this my full-time job. I'm trying to make content creation my full-time job, and each subscriber counts. And as well as subscribing to the channel, do me a favor and like this video, as it will help get to the YouTube algorithm. And if you like my plays and want to support my channel and, support me and everything like that, and want all of my write-ups for every single play I post with just these 3 plays and a lot more, go ahead and join the premium Discord down below, as we had a 6 for 7 night on our plays last night and are now up to 6 winning nights in a row, guys. That's right, 6 winning nights in a row in the premium Discord. The boys were going nuts tonight. We had another really solid night of profit. And yeah, the only play that sold me was that Damian Lillard damn under 32.5 points. All the logic told me he wasn't going to hit, and he hit. And it sucked because I was on that under. It was my most confident play, and he ended up going over. And it sucked, honestly, man. But would have been a clean sweep, and it cost me a couple, probably 500 more bucks. But still a few $100 in profit. You can always take that in a night. You'll always take that. And yeah, guys, that's really it for this video. For the intro to this video, and we can get right into these plays. So first off, I'll go from least confident to most confident. I got Mason Plumlee over 27.5 PRA versus the Bulls. He's averaging 32 PRA this season versus the Bulls. He had 37 last matchup versus the Bulls and 27 the matchup before that. He's covered in 5 out of his last 8 games overall. Plumlee's been dominant recently. He's really been covering these lines, which is weird because these lines are really high. Like 27.5 PRA is like borderline star PRA lines. Like, it's crazy to say that Mason Plumlee is getting borderline star lines, but like the stars be at like 32.5, 33.5, and Plumlee's right below him at 27.5. And he's been killing these lines. And then centers are averaging 22.2 points per game versus the Bulls this season. They're averaging 13.2 rebounds per game versus the Bulls this season. And then centers are averaging 3.9 assists per game versus the Bulls this season. 3.9 assists is extremely high for centers versus a team. And Plumlee dishes out a lot of assists anyway. He's a really good passer for a big man. And I'm expecting he can cover this line pretty easily. 27.5 is looking a little low to me. Get this play in early, as I think this has a very good chance of getting bumped. And my last note I had on my little sheet here is I got Nikola Vucevic is just a horrible defender. That definitely goes a long way, that Nikola Vucevic is going to be matching up against him, going to be guarding him, and he's just not a very good defender. So honestly, 27.5 PRA for Mason Plumlee versus the Bulls is just too low. I think he can smack it. Next up, second most confident of the 3, I got Jimmy Butler over 31.5 PRA versus the Knicks. He has covered this in 6 out of his last 7 games versus New York. LeBron coming off of a 49 PRA versus the Knicks, and now you're thinking, like, you just told me LeBron is coming off 49 PRA. What the hell does that have to do with Jimmy Butler? What that has to do with Jimmy Butler is LeBron is another star small forward, of course. Jimmy Butler is a star small forward, and if LeBron's coming off a 49 PRA game versus the Knicks, Jimmy Butler can get 32 PRA, in my opinion. And then Knicks are middle of the pack in points and rebounds allowed per game to small forwards. So they're not the best defensive team to small forwards. They're not the worst. It's a little bit of both. But Jimmy Butler's been playing really good ball recently, covered in 3 out of his last 5 games. 1 game had 31 PRA. You know, Jimmy Butler's a star player. He's going to want to show up tomorrow in the Garden versus the Knicks. We already know that. Like, players come to play there. And Jimmy Butler's like that, of course. And then Knicks give up the 10th most assists per game to small forwards. Jimmy Butler's definitely taken on more of a facilitator role this year than in recent years past. And he's going to be able to find some assists, as Knicks give up a high rate of assists to small forwards. And I really like this play tomorrow. Jimmy Butler over 31.5 PRA is just a really good matchup, in my opinion. A little bit of gut feel to go along with the stats, because there's not just geeky, like, the Knicks give up the most points per game to small forwards. No, it's not like that. They're middle of the pack. They're average. But I just have a feeling, and I like these odds, that Jimmy Butler is going to play really well tomorrow, as he has covered 6 of his last 7 games versus the Knicks. And you can't beat any stat over that. And then lastly, I got the king, the greatest basketball player of all time. You will never convince me otherwise. 88 points away from Kareem, 89, one of the two. The greatest basketball player of all time, the GOAT, LeBron James, over 44.5 PRA versus the Indiana Pacers. He's covered this in 11 out of his last 14 games. He's covered this in 2 of the 3 games since Anthony Davis has come back from injury, and 2 straight games. The Pacers rank 24th in the NBA in defensive rating, and play at one of the fastest paces in the NBA, to go along with the fact that the Lakers rank 20th in the NBA in defensive rating. So both of these teams are bad defensive teams. Now, I know the Lakers are a lot better when Anthony Davis is on the floor, and they're not that horrible, but I don't know if Anthony Davis is even going to play tomorrow. They might rest him. Plus, he's not going to play that heavy of minutes, as I think the Lakers should be able to beat the Pacers without him playing 35 minutes tomorrow. So I like this a lot. I think this is going to be a real high-scoring game in the 120s, 130s range. So LeBron James over 44.5 PRA should be fairly simple. And then the last two things I didn't cover is the Pacers rank 10th in assists per game to small forwards and 10th in rebounds per game to small forwards. So even if LeBron can't, drop the 28.5 points and get to 29 points, I definitely think he can grab 16 rebounds plus assists tomorrow, and I definitely think he will. I think he'll be hovering around close to a triple-double once again, coming off a triple-double versus the Knicks. And yeah, I think LeBron can hit this. I think he will hit this, and this is my play of the day on PrizePicks. So if you guys did enjoy this video, like I said at the beginning, please go ahead down below and subscribe, as it really means a lot. We are at 1,032 subscribers when I'm filming this. Let's get 1,100 in the next 2 days. Let's get 1,100 before the weekend. That would really mean a lot. Like this video down below. It really helps the video hit the YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to be the next best, gambling YouTuber, gambling content creator. And yeah, guys, just try and spread positivity all around. And if you guys are interested in supporting me and getting the best gambling plays you can with write-ups to everything, of course, nothing's ever just bullshitted. Like, you're always going to get write-ups. You're going to get the facts on why I'm playing this and what's behind my play. Go ahead and join the premium Discord down below. We got over 45 members in there now. Everybody's loving it. All the guys are loving it. It's an awesome community, a really positive community, a bunch of good guys in there. So, yeah, guys, that's really all I got for this video. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow with the next video.